Now it's time for the progress report on time signatures. So hopefully you've done some research and you've done some work on learning time signatures and learning how they sound in relation to a quarter note click, because we're going to go through 10 different exercises now, 10 different time signatures, and I'm going to play you the time signature along to a click at 60 beats per minute. Okay, it's a quarter note click at 60 beats per minute. That's very, very important for you to know that. And then all you need to do on your worksheet is fill in the answer, and hopefully you get it right. So let's start off with number 1 in the time signatures progress report. The answer to that one is 6/8. I was playing 6 eighth notes per bar. Now let's move on to number 2. The answer to number 2 is 11/8. We're playing 11 eighth notes per bar. Now let's move on to number 3. The answer to number 3 is 9/8. We are playing 9 eighth notes per bar. Now let's move on to exercise 4. The answer to number 4 is 7/4. So you can hear the difference between a 9/8 and a 7/4 just based on the value of the notes that we're playing. Now let's move on to number 5. In that pattern, I was playing 6/4. 6 quarter notes per bar. Now let's move on to the next one. Hopefully you got that one. That one was just common time, basic 4/4. Now let's move on to the next one. That one was in 12/8, 12 eighth notes per bar. Now let's move on to the next one. There I was playing 3/4, which is 3 quarter notes per bar. Let's try the next one. And that one I was playing 5/4, which is 5 quarter notes per bar. Now let's move on to the final question. Now that one was 7/8, which is 7 eighth notes per bar. And that is the end of the Time Signatures progress report. Hopefully you did well. If you didn't do so well, go back, study time signatures again, do what we talked about, work them out on the practice pad, work them out with the quarter note clicks so you understand how they relate to that, and then come back and retake this progress report.